Hey guys, this is the daily news analysis of 4th of February guys. So let's see the very first news. First news is coming from the Environment Ministry, and they have said that dust mitigation plant must be followed by any companies who are carrying out construction activities in any regions, right? So they must follow this dust mitigation plan. So under this they have the certain directives has been said by the Environment Ministry. What are those directives? Let's see. They have said that there could be no soil excavation without adequate dust mitigation measures in place. If there is, any company is carrying out soil excavation activities in any major towns or major regions like Delhi NCR, then they must come up with the mitigation plan and they must give this plan to government, right? Government will first verify it, then they will, implement it, whether it can be implemented actually on the ground or not, right? Next is no loose soil or sand construction waste could be left uncovered, right? Third is a water sprinkle system is mandatory and the measures must be taken promptly on the construction site. See, what happens is in construction site there occurs huge like dust very much flies over nearby construction sites, right? And due to which they convert particulate material 2.5 to particulate material 10 are also being observed on those dust particle, due to which the inhalation for the normal people is getting very much difficult, right? So that's why the Environment Ministry have asked those companies to come up with water sprinkle system. And what these water sprinkle system will do is, like, water will be getting sprinkled through those cannons, and those cannons will be capturing those water droplets will be capturing the particulate material 2.5 or particulate material 10 whatsoever is being released from those construction site, and they will settle those particles on the ground, right? So indeed this is a good plan by the Environment Ministry. Next is the grinding and cutting of building materials in an open area is totally prohibited, as well as no uncovered vehicle will be allowed if that vehicle is carrying out construction materials or waste materials, right? So they won't be permitted if they enter the city. Next is guys about a scheme which is called Kusuma scheme. The full form is Kishan Urja Suraksha Evam Uttam Mahay Abhiyan scheme, right? So basically, as a part of Union Budget 2018-2019, the government has announced this scheme, Kusuma scheme, under which this is a 1.4 lakh crore scheme for promoting the decentralized solar power production, all right? And it will indeed be helping farmers, because through this huge amount, what will happen is that the farmers will be asked to purchase these solar panels, right? And 60% of subsidies on the solar pumps will also be provided by the government. Now, this 60% will be shared by the center as well as the state, as well as 30% would be provided through the bank loans, right? What it will help the farmers is that farmers can purchase their own like solar pumps, all right? And through those solar pumps they can carry out the irrigation works and all, right? Now, second benefit is, if the extra power is produced there, then what they can do is they can sell it to the discoms, right? So indeed that will be helping for the farmers only, because the income of farmer will increase, all right? As well as additional powers will be sent to grid, right? So it will indeed be helping the discoms also, right? Because they will be they will also be having sufficient power with them. Next up, news is about Jal Marg Vikas project. Actually, recently the Inland Water Authority of India has basically signed a pact with the World Bank for this development of Jal Marg Vikas project. Actually, they want to enhance the navigation in the stretch of National Waterway 1, right? So, from the stretch of Haldia to Varanasi, right? From the stretch of Haldia to Varanasi, right? So this is the region, from here to here they want to create this navigation project, right? And the mainly aim is to facilitate the development of fairways as well as multimodal transport system, river navigation system, conservatory work, river information system, as well as deployment of digital global positioning system over the huge stretch of Haldia and Varanasi, right? So indeed it is said that there will be huge benefits, because first thing will be there will be carrying out of all these activities that we have already discussed. Next is it will act as an alternative mode of transport, and it will be environment friendly as well as cost effective, right? It will be act as a source of tourism, right? And next is the congestion in the roads will get reduced, right? And just guys, remember one thing, that this Ganga passes through Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal as well as Jharkhand, right? It touches the small part of Jharkhand here, right? And it is said that through this, through this World Bank project, guys, the financial and technical support will also be given by the World Bank, right? So these are all the benefits what we have read, but there are a few disadvantages also what you can write, because right now you are seeing that, you know, the Ganga is flowing straightly, right? But in reality, if you just magnify this, the flow of this river, then you will see the nature of Ganga is meandering type of nature like this, right? So in meandering, what will happen is like the analysts are telling that it will be difficult for the ships to carrying out their shipping from this region to this, because at times what happens is the meandering nature is very sharp, right? So how can ship, you know, go in some sort of like such a sharp deviation, as well as there are many problems of siltations also somewhere, right? So those are few of the problems, as well as you can write the problems that recently nearby the region of Varanasi, there are, government has announced a turtle sanctuary, right? So what will happen to that turtle sanctuary if the ships will pass through that, you know, then it might degrade the natural environment of turtles. As well as you can write near the Bhagalpur region, guys, basically a safe site has been ensured for the breeding of this Ganga dolphin, right? So what will happen to that region? So these are few of the regions what you can actually ask, right? Actually criticize this Jal Marg Vikas project. And if you at all want to see that what are the regions of National Waterway 1, National Waterways, then you can write here that National Waterway 1 is from Haldia to Allahabad, right? And National Waterway 2 is from Sadia to Dhubri, this along the Brahmaputra river. National Water 3 is along the canal which is called Udyog and Amandal canal, as well as Champakkara canal, and it passes from Kottapuram to Kollam, right? National Waterway 4 is from Puducherry to Kakinad, as well as there are a few of the extension here nearby region. National Waterway 5 is from, guys, going Khali to Talcher, right? So these are few of the national waterways which are actually mentioned, and what you can actually read about, right? Because they might ask that, you know, in National Waterway 3 which a river passes through, right? So basically two canals passes through, right? It passes through Udyogamandal canal as well as Champakkara canal. In National Waterway 4 there passes Buckingham canal and Elludu canal, right? And so these are the things what you have to actually remember. Next is 3-parent babies are permitted in UK. Now, what is this 3-parent baby? Basically, these are being formed by mitochondrial donation therapy, right? So the regulators in United Kingdom has given permission to the doctors of United Kingdom to carry out this mitochondrial donation therapy in the British woman, right? So what happens is, say for example, in the mitochondria, which is called the powerhouse or the energy generation source of any cell. So what happens at times, the mitochondria of mother is not perfect, right? There it has some defect, right? So in that case, what happens is there are provision. The science is so much developed that it can transfer a mitochondria from a normal mother to the and it can replace the defective mitochondria of the normal the mother who the real mother, right? So after that, the fusion of sperms and egg by the mother and father respectively will be kept in a certain environment which will result in the formation of embryo, and if the embryo is formed, then that embryo will be kept in the inside the mother, right? After which they will give a birth to baby. So anyways, this was the concept of this mitochondrial donation therapy. But this therapy raises some sort of ethical questions. Those ethical questions are, there might occur any unexpected problem in the baby which has not yet born in the world, right? So that is one of the ethical concern. Second ethical concern they are putting forth here is these type of problems. Say for example, any rich person is there, right? So in rich person, say for example, he has taken a mitochondria from a mother, from which it is ensured that the baby who is produced, he will be tall, right? He has taken a mitochondria from a mother, from which the baby who has produced, it is known that he will be having the face of Hrithik Roshan, right? And the baby who was born, he will know that the baby will be having the mind of Roman Saini, right? So if those kind of babies are formed in future, then what will happen to the students like us, man? We cannot even crack any single examination, right? I mean, they will only just, you know, excel in everything, activities, right? I mean, so see, this is a kind of, right, like the ethical issues which are being portrayed by the many analysts. So let's see what happens next. Next news about satellite phones. Basically, satellite phones to aid the fishing in troubled water. Basically, recently the cyclone Okshi, which hit the coast of Tamil Nadu and Kerala, so it led to many fishermen died. Basically, actually what happens is fishermen goes very much deep into the water for fishing purposes, right? And they, at times it happens that they don't even return to the coast since for 2 days. And in this Okchi cyclone, when it came, so the prediction of Okchi cyclone was given, I mean the time span was not very conducive for those fishermen to get returned to the coast, right? So that's why it led to many fishermen got died because they were captured in that Okchi, you know, cyclone. Now it is being said by the government that satellite phone from now onwards will be given to those fishermen, right? With some sort of I mean, they must have license for that. But anyways, they will be given these sort of satellite phones, which will help them in future, because you know what will happen is the range of satellite phones are 12 nautical miles, and 1 nautical miles is almost equal to 2 kilometers, right? So the range will be, say for example, 12 nautical miles, right? Now, if say for example any fisherman is present over here, right? Now he has contacted through this satellite phone, then he might get the contact of the signal from, you know, this mainland, or he might get the you know, signal from any navy ship which is wandering nearby, right? So if the communication can be made, then he might tell that, okay, I'm in trouble, just save me, right? So they will just, you know, do the rescue of this fisherman in that type of situation, right? So that's why, you know, it is indeed a very good technology implementation that is being, you know, done by the government. So let's see what happens, whether it actually, you know, like happens or not. Let's see. Next news is, guys, basically this is a kind of analytical kind of news. Actually it is a joking news also, you can tell. Actually the Ministry of State for Civil Aviation, Mr. Jain Sinha, has claimed that air travel is cheaper than auto ride, right? See, such a, you know, what kind of like statement they are giving, man. It's kind of a nonsense statement, because you know, you cannot, you know, compare this air travel with auto rickshaw. Now you will tell that when, you know, Mars mission was launched, then we just traveled, compared that Mars mission with that auto thing, but that was totally joke. But what he said, he didn't said it a joke, right? He was very much serious that you know, we have done so much, I mean our government has done so much so that air travel has recently become cheaper than this auto ride. So it cannot be taken as a joke. And you see just the qualification that he have. First of all, he's having the qualification of BTech from an IIT Delhi. He's having the qualification of MS in Energy Management and Policy from University of Pennsylvania, as well as he's having a degree of MBA from Harvard Business School, right? So he's having so much of degree, and he's giving, you know, statements such like this. I mean, this doesn't suits any central minister. Come on. And you know, you just kind of what I've discussed with you, because you can write in any sort of essays which often, you know, targets you know, political parties. So you can tell that, you know, the dignitary, I mean the political parties, from them, you know, these kind of you know, behavior are being shown by them, and they are giving some sort of statement like air travel is cheaper than auto ride, which is actually, you know, they are making fool. I mean, they are thinking that normal people are actually fool, right? And you know, you can analyze these kind of points. That's why I thought of, you know, explaining it. Anyways, so yeah, this was about today's news, guys. And also, guys, and about economic survey, guys. So basically I've uploaded the 2 lessons of already economic survey I've uploaded. So I'm giving you the link below. Actually the problem is that economic survey is described in Hindi, right? So you won't get the economic survey in English, right? So if you at all know, I mean, if you are understanding this Hindi language, then you can, you know, very much watch that lessons, right? And I've also uploaded the link of economic surveys, you know, the PDF link I've already uploaded in my Telegram channel. So if you haven't you know, been subscribed to this channel, so you can subscribe it, right? So you will be getting the free materials over there itself, right? So guys, this was all about it. We'll meet in tomorrow's class. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening, guys. Thank you very much.